or the dining room or the kitchen?
Well, you can't answer that question
Well, she
yes
must
or
make
no.
something. A woman can't make a living just being a blonde. Although I've heard of a few who have.
Hey, did you hear that Ronald McDonald has his picture in Playgo magazine?
No.
Yeah, let me tell you about it. They got a great shot of his blank.
Quarter pounder.
When Sir Henry Curtis and Alan Quatermain traveled over the mountain range known as Sheba's Breasts, what were they looking for?
I imagine the Silicon Valley.
Grandpa's getting pretty old. Last night he put his false teeth in my milk. Milk is the answer that Myron's looking for. Let's see if we get a little milk from Patty here.
I beg your pardon.
Clean it up, Richard.
I'd like 2 quarts in the morning.
Girls, why did the two of you make whoopee when you did for the very first time? Sharon?
I was horny.
You still are.
Let's let our home audience see this gentleman's famous name. All right, let's start this time with Joni.
Is it a useful thing?
Yes.
Would you say that a man can get pleasure from this too? Would you use one of these to squeeze?
These things smoke up when they get overheated. When they're worn out, can they be restuffed?
No, Meredith. The gentleman's name is A. Maid.
I have it right here.
When we come back, we're going to take a special look at some of Chuck Woolery's most embarrassing moments.
Well, now, hold on just a minute, Bob. I mean, I know a few embarrassing moments of yours, but you don't see me trying to show them.
Yeah, but that's because yours are more embarrassing than mine.
Oh, yeah? Well, we'll just see about that when we come back.
Yeah, you got yourself a deal, my friend. Stay tuned, everybody. You won't want to miss this one.
Very embarrassing for everyone.
More embarrassing. Fine. Hey, welcome back to the most outrageous game show moments for. I'm Bob Eubanks. I'm sitting here with my good friend Chuck Woolery. Chuck, I know you've hosted a lot of game shows, and I'm sure that the audience thinks, well, everything goes off simply without a hitch. Not true, is it?
Yeah, not true. No, I was doing Love Connection once, and this woman came out to greet me on the stage and kissed me. And they came out in the Herald a week later. This guy was a transvestite.
He was a guy.
And, you know, he kissed pretty good. It wasn't bad. But, you know what, just for fun, why don't we take a look at some of those less than perfect moments of yours?
Oh, come on, man. I mean, haven't we seen enough of my nightmares? I mean, I've practically been tortured the whole show.
Well, there's a little more torture for you. We can never get enough, Bob. Just sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. Here we go.
Next question, ladies, 25-point bonus question. What will your husband say is his least favorite thing to find in his pasta?
I just throw gravy on old shoes and throw them on the table. He'll eat anything.
You call that soul food, right?
Yeah.
I know those things because my mother was a loafer. Dad was a sneaker. What was your answer? I'm sorry.
And your mom fed you a lot of corn?
Michael, they make penicillin out of mold, so do they make something out of your what? My feet? Your feet?
Your feet? I don't even look at your feet.
You don't like his feet?
I don't like anybody.
You don't like my feet? What's the matter with my feet?
They old and in them shoes.
Man, I tell you what, she's mean, isn't she? The actual number of these wrestlers who could lift Bob Eubanks over their head is 5 of them. Oh, come on, Pete. No way in heck could you do that, huh?
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. No. Yeah. You stay away from me, Pete. No. You stay away from me. No!
I especially like the, now it's time for the 25-point boner question.
I am so embarrassed. I am so embarrassed.
I love it.
All right. Those are a few of my nightmares.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a look at some of your nightmares?
Well, I'd like to help you out on that, Bob, but since I'm such a consummate professional, I really don't think you're going to be able to find any. I don't think. Did you?
Who do you think you're dealing with?
Well, apparently Bob Eubanks.
I mean, this is what I do for a living.
That's what's scaring me.
Well, roll the tape. You ought to be scared.
Great.
Did you get what you wanted for Christmas?
No, considering I'm Jewish.
Oh. Get what you wanted for... You know, I was ready to just skim over that, but I got to give it... That was good. That was good. Jeez, Aaron. Yeah. Well, what'd you get for Hanukkah?
Nothing yet. It's not that time of the year yet.
Oh, good. Well... Tell me more about yourself.
Well, I love to dance, and probably the most interesting thing about me is that I've never had a cup of coffee.
Well... perhaps you find that more interesting than I do, but nevertheless. All right, we're going to continue with today's game. Recap the scores, or recap them, actually. Did I really say that? A P and a P.
Oh, I think I'll have to take a pee.
Okay.
M, please.
They love to fly over nudist camps. Okay, fill them in.
U.
No, that's incorrect. I'm sorry. Fill the blanks in order or pick a tile, Chris, whatever you want to do. Okay, fill them in.
I.
No, sir, that's incorrect. Okay, Vaughn, you want to continue with this?
S, please.
They love to fly over nudist camps. Fill them in.
A.
Wrong. I've never had this happen. It's the first time. Chris?
I know it.
You know it? All right, fill it in.
O.
Yes.
I.
Yes.
T.
Yes.
E.
Yes. I'm going home. I don't know about you.
Yeah, all right. I'll admit it. We both had our share of embarrassing moments, but you got to admit, some of the funniest game show moments are when things really go wrong.
Oh, for sure. You know, I love it when a contestant would do something or say something that instantly they wish they could take back, but it was just too late to do so.
I know. And the more embarrassing, the funnier.
Oh, you're right. Absolutely right about that. In fact, I tell you what, let's do. Let's take a look at these folks who thought it was going to be smooth sailing till something unexpected left them red-faced and everybody else in stitches.
What you got here?
Okay, this is my daughter, Linda.
Linda, welcome.
Nice to meet you.
My granddaughter, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
And my grandson, Brett.
Brett, welcome.
And my daughter-in-law, don't tell me. Susie.
You got it?
Mrs. Lawrence, do you work for a profit-making organization?
Yes.
Is there a product involved in what you do?
Yes. Is it some kind of a tablet or pill?
Yes.
I know what it is already. What, Jerry?
You want me to help you?
Sure. She makes diet pills.
Doesn't she take them at any time?
This is
to advise you, Mr. Lewis, that she has lost 40 pounds.
Gentlemen, how did your wife complete this question?
What is the one product name that best described your romantic behavior on your wedding night? She said you were the Jolly Green Giant.
I'm sorry, but it was...
I'm not that big, Karen.
Rascal talking to your mom when I came
My
out.
underwear was falling off.
Excuse me.
My underwear was falling off.
It's the most fulfilling job ever to be
It
a
really
mother.
is. We have 5 of our own, so...
Yeah, you got some pretty fast sperm, huh? 5 shots.
You say Osmond, it's swimming.
You're married, right? Yes, I am married to my beautiful wife, Charmin. I'm also an electronic salesman on the island of Kauai. And I'm just so happy to be here.
And what was that noise you made earlier?
Noise.
Here's a trivia question for you. What classic game show host was actually boyhood friends with Elvis Presley and went on to interview Elvis in one of his first television interviews in 1956? The answer when we return. Don't go away.
I think I know this one.
Welcome back to the most outrageous game show moments 4. Before the commercial, we ask you this question. Which classic game show host was boyhood friends with Elvis Presley and appears in this photo with him?
Yeah, I think I know this one because he lived in Memphis at this time.
Right.
He was in radio. I think he did a dance show and in television.
You're right.
And I think, and it also kind of looks like Wink Martindale. I think it was Wink Martindale.
You're right. Yeah, that photo was taken in 1956. And it just goes to show you that you never know when you're in the presence of a future superstar.
Take a look at this.
Elvis Presley, I want to thank you again because we know you're a busy man. Thanks a lot for coming by and seeing us at the dance party and saying hello to all your friends here in Memphis and the Mid-South. Anytime you're in town and want to come by, we certainly will welcome you.
Well, thank you very much, Wink, and I'll see you again.
Okay, thanks a lot. Elvis Presley.
You know, Bob, television has changed a bit since the carefree 60s and 70s when you were doing the Newlywed Game. Because back then, it was no big deal to make friendly jokes about gender or about anything. But these days, we're a little more sensitive about everything, so you just don't hear those jokes anymore.
I know, but back then, nobody was trying to be offensive, Chuck. I mean, people were just trying to have a few laughs.
Yeah.
Like here.
The agent said to King Kong, he says, Kong, baby, boy, have I got you a part in a terrific new movie. It's called Snow White and the 8 Dwarfs. You're the 8th dwarf, and you're going to be called Blanky.
Whitey.
Whitey.
Demond Wilson, please.
And the name Rufus. We all know the name Rufus.
Oh, man, I ain't answering no ethnic question.
This is not an ethnic question. Believe me, trust me on this. This is not an ethnic question. The name Rufus has always been associated with one particular color. Which one? What color has the name Rufus always been associated with?
White.
White.
I will disagree.
Red. Rufus means red. In the spiritual Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, in the line, I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? What did I see?